Good afternoon, everyone. Andy Jacob here with the .com magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight Series. This is a great show that we have in store for you. You know, we always talk about sales pitching. We talk about elevator pitches and micro pitches, and we talk about presenting your business in the best possible light, in the best possible way that you can. And we have a very wonderful entrepreneur on the show today. His name is Mr. Jeff Bitton, and Jeff is the CEO of a company called Pitch59. And you're going to be hearing a lot more about Pitch59. It's super cool. The whole premise about Pitch59 is people hire people that they know, like, and trust. And what this Pitch59 program does, both on the app and on the web, is it allows you, the entrepreneur, the small to medium-sized business owner, to do a personalized 59-second sales pitch to people looking for your service. It's a brilliant idea. It's called Pitch59. Jeff, thank you so much for coming on the .com magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight Series today.
Thank you so much for having me, Andy. I appreciate it.
This is a super cool idea. I've already been on the application. I've looked through it. I'm so excited to put my pitches up on the Pitch59 application. It's super amazing. It's a great, great program. You allow small to medium-sized businesses to pitch. And let's pull the lens back to 30,000 feet just a little bit. Tell us all about Pitch59, because it's just remarkable.
Let me tell you just real quickly why we came up with Pitch59. So I did door-to-door sales in Southern California for 4 years selling pest control. And then I went back up to Idaho, finished my college up there. And while I was in college, I started a carpet cleaning company. And when I started up that company, I went and sold carpet cleaning door-to-door for a year, and then grew that over the next 9 years, and then ended up buying out 2 other carpet cleaning and restoration companies. And I've been marketing my own little carpet cleaning and restoration companies for the last 13 years. And we had a kind of an aha moment in 2018 that was really painful one. We lost a lot of money on a part of the business that we couldn't control. We were needing to bump up our sales and our cleaning sales and everything. And I was thinking, well, I've got to spend a lot more money on all the marketing and networking platforms out there, all the search engines, all the lead generators and everything. And the more I thought about it, the more sick I became, because I thought, these are really expensive. It's really hard for me to get out there and compete with all these other huge companies that can afford so much more marketing and advertising than I can. And I thought, what is the best marketing and advertising I've ever done? And my mind took me back to those days doing door-to-door sales, where if somebody was even remotely interested in pest control or carpet cleaning, I almost always walked away with a sale. Yet those same exact people are going online and doing searches and finding our company on different platforms online. And it's taking us 12 to 15 clicks to finally get a conversion. Even though we've got 255-star reviews, we've got a great website, great sales, great discounts, great pictures, great warranties, great everything that I thought a customer would want is phenomenal online. And yet we're still getting so many clicks before we finally get a conversion. And I thought, well, what's the difference? On the doors, I didn't have any of that stuff. All I had was a clipboard and a t-shirt. And yet those people over there hired me way more often than these people are over here. And I thought, that's because people love to hire people that they know, like, and trust. And online, they don't know who I am. I'm a name, or I'm a brand, or I'm a logo, or I'm a 5-star review, or I'm a number of ratings, but I'm not human. I'm not Jeff. And the reason that when I was on their doorstep, it didn't matter whose logo I had on my shirt. I could have sold for any company and they would have hired me just the same, because they were hiring me, not hiring the company. And so I thought, I wish there was a way that I could come to life and just pitch people when they come in online, on any online platform. I wish I could just come to life and pitch them for just 1 minute, let them know who I am and what's unique and different about me. I wish all my customers could come to life and pitch and let them know what their experience is with my company in person. And then just to have like this, we call it a pitch card now, but it used to be called like a pitch listing that everybody could just quickly and easily share, network, and pocket. And so that's where Pitch59 came from.
I love it so much. And on the application, you can see some of the pitches, and it's entrepreneurs that that are small to medium-sized businesses, and they talk about themselves. They talk about their passion. They talk about what they can do for their clients. Sometimes they bring their wives or their dogs or their husbands into the video. It's very, very nice. And of course, like you said, people buy because they want to buy because they know you, they like you, they trust you. And that's what this pitch card allows so many people to do. And it's just a great idea. So Jeff, let's talk about it a little bit more. So somebody goes online to Pitch59, somebody uploads the app onto their phone. What's the process look like for the small to medium-sized business owner that wants to get their word out through this video?
Yeah, that's a great question. So if it's okay, can I share my screen?
Absolutely. That would be wonderful, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'm going to take you over to my pitch card here real quick. I have a couple of them myself, but the way pitch cards work is they give everybody a chance to pitch themselves, their service, or their product for up to 59 seconds. It has to be done by an owner or employee of the company, so no models, no actors, no computer animation, and it has to be less than 59 seconds. Then we only accept real video reviews from people. So when people review your company or your service or you, they do it in person up to 29 seconds on your pitch card. And the way that they leave those reviews is just by clicking the contact and leave a video review right here. But it also has all of your contact information so people can get in touch with you any way that you want. You can put on your pricing and your hours, your website, Facebook, LinkedIn pages. You can attach anything that you want to your pitch card. You can also put on like pictures of yourself, your family, your team, your product, your company, whatever you want to put on. And then the cool thing about these pitch cards is they're all very shareable. So on Pitch59, all you do is just swipe up to share a pitch card with somebody else. And you can text it, send it via email, air up LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also, everybody's got their own unique QR code. So if you scan that QR code with your phone, my pitch card will show up on your phone. And it doesn't require other people to have the app or an account or anything else. That pitch card will work the same. So they can watch your pitch, they can contact you, they can share it, they can do everything there. So let me give you just a quick taste of how these pitch cards work before I show you the rest of the functionality here. So I'll just play the beginning of a few of these pitch cards here so that you can kind of get a taste of how people pitch their service and their company.
My name is Courtney Widener. I'm the owner of Widener Insurance, and we are providing personal and commercial insurance for small business in the state of Texas. So I know I don't really look like an insurance agent. A lot of people, when they see me, they're just like, oh, you do insurance? But I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I know insurance like the back of my hand.
Hi, my name is Jerry Williams. I'm in control. I've actually been in the pest control industry for over 20 years now. I know down here in Texas, we have tons of ants. We have lots of wasps, spiders, everything's bigger in Texas. And
Hi, my name is Matt Fuller. I work for the Fitzpatrick Group. We are a full services financial firm. So really we can do anything and everything that any other financial services firm can do. But where we differentiate ourselves from everybody else is we like to take an educational approach.
And I'll just show you one last one here.
Hello, my name is Michael Bardet. I'm the general manager at Bobcat Home Furnishings Company. Living in Montana, we're blessed to have the outdoors and our...
So you kind of get the idea that everybody just gets to come to life and pitch themselves and their service and what they do. And then on these pitch cards, the way that they're shared, everybody just swipes up to share them with somebody else. And so you can, so for example, if my wife is talking to somebody and she's saying, you know what, I'm looking for a new health, a cosmetics person, or I'm looking for this type of product or something like that, she can just go to the pitch card, swipe up and share Dominique with that lady, with her friend right there. And that way Dominique gets to come to life and sell her own service, her own business in person without relying on my wife to sell her for her. And then when these pitch cards show up on their phone, they'll show up like this. They'll say, would you like to put this pitch card in one of your pockets? And on Pitch59, you get to create your own pockets, which are like categories or industries. It's like an old school Rolodex, except for it's virtual and it's always with you. So now when I go to my pockets page here, I've got all these different pockets and categories and services, and I can go to any of these pockets and go to the pitch card that I'm looking for. And then I can just swipe up and share that pitch card with somebody else. And then Pitch59 is also a search directory. So I can come on here and I can search for services, like if I'm looking for a software developer or something like that. You can search on here, and all of these people get to come to life. And it's such a different experience when you're searching on Pitch59 versus any other platform, because you're getting to know the people behind this. It's got all of the relevant information that you would need to make an informed decision. And then we have a new feature called Flip Chat that's coming out at the end of this next week, where you can just flip over anybody's pitch card and you'll be able to just chat with them right there on the back of their pitch card. So you can ask questions about pricing. You can record video. You can just essentially talk to them in person, and they can respond back through text or video. One of the other unique things about Pitch59 is it allows you to edit all of your pitch card information whenever you want. Just by that edit icon is going to show up in the right-hand corner above your own pitch card, and it doesn't show up above anybody else's. But if I click on that, it allows me to go in and edit all of my pitch card information whenever I want. So, Andy, if I sent you my pitch card yesterday and then I changed my phone number today, it'll automatically update on your phone. So you don't have to worry about having incorrect contact information. Okay, so above your own pitch card, you have this edit icon up here that allows you to edit all of your pitch card information whenever you want. You can change all of your contact information, your address, phone number, email. You can change your pictures. You can also change your pitch whenever you want. We have a built-in recording studio here on the app, where you can just click on that and you can answer questions right here. We have a built-in teleprompter if you feel more comfortable using a teleprompter, and then you can just record your pitch with the countdown timer there. You can also schedule a virtual video shoot with us. We just do a 10 or 15-minute interview through Zoom with you, and then we'll edit your video down to 59 seconds for you. You can schedule a professional videographer, or you can upload a different pitch if you already have one done. And then the last thing to show you is just that we have 4 different kinds of pitch cards. Let me go to the end here. We have what are called business basic pitch cards. These are for like any business owner. It doesn't matter the size of your company. If you're a Fortune 500 company, or even just a small mom and pop type of company, the business basic pitch card is a great pitch card for that. It's found on the search engine. It has all the networking referral functionality. We also have employee pitch cards. These ones are not found on the search directory unless somebody searches by your specific name, but they're built for like sales reps and technicians and employees of companies. We also have nonprofit pitch cards for churches and charities and missionaries and other nonprofits that are looking to get their cause out there and let people share their cause. And then one of our favorite things is we have these new resume pitch cards. These allow people that are looking for a job to come to life and say, hey, this is who I am. It's got their resume on here. It's got their video references. It's got all of their contact information. They can also put on like their LinkedIn, their Facebook and Instagram profiles, all that kind of stuff. Everything is right here on their pitch card. And then I can simply swipe up and share their pitch card, or swipe down and put it in a pocket, or flip it over and chat with them. So that's Pitch59 in a nutshell. We humanize marketing and make it so that people get to know people.
I love it so much, Jeff. It makes all the sense in the world. This looks really fantastic. It's everything and more of what so many people need to get the word out about themselves and their business. The new resume pitch card is amazing. Yeah. 59 seconds is really all you need. I mean, this is incredible. You know, I love video. We do the .com magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight series on video because it's great just to sort of contact and touch and see and feel the entrepreneur, to see where they're at. And you can really get a good vibe through video about what's going on, which is why Pitch59 caught our attention and came on our radar screen, Jeff, because it's absolutely incredible what you've been able to do. Now, let's just talk about it for a minute. Let's say we saw a gentleman that did some pest control. Can he, in the Pitch59 system, put his pitch card so that only people, let's say in Houston or Dallas, Texas, or New York City, or Los Angeles, California, sees his pitch card? Is that the way it works? Let's explain that a little bit.
Yeah, good question. So when you create your pitch card, you'll put in a search radius that people can search for your pitch card. And so if you want to do a 25-mile radius or a 500-mile radius, if you do a lot bigger area, something like that, you can put in a bigger search radius. However, your pitch card can be shared by anybody throughout the entire world. So if I have a pitch card, I can send it to you, Andy, and then you can send it to your friend in Alaska, and they can send it to somebody in China, and it'll work wherever they send it. So the referral and networking side of Pitch59 doesn't have any boundaries. The search side of it, you can filter, you can search by location, you can search by ratings, you can search by all the different filters there.
I love it, Jeff. Now let's say we're using this pest exterminator example for a minute, and I'm in the Houston area, and I put that I only want 40 miles around my particular, pest control business. Now, can I have an opportunity to sort of do something within Pitch 59 where I can say, I want to show up first? I want to be the first to show up or the second to show up, something like that. Is that process available?
So that's a great question, Andy. And so the answer to that question is no, and there's a reason for it. So as a small business owner myself, it was always really frustrating to me that I couldn't get up in the top several positions of a lot of these search directories and lead generators because I didn't have the same budget that some of these huge companies have, even though I knew that our service was superior. And so one of the problems with a lot of search directories and ranking systems is that they don't care how good of a company you are. They don't care about who you are as an individual. They care about how much money you spend on their platform. And it's really frustrating as a small business owner to know that we have a superior product, but we can't compete because of things that are outside of our ability. So what we've done at Pitch 59 is our search directory is completely unbiased. It's a search carousel that's horizontal. There's no top to bottom listing. You'll notice that every time you do a search, all the pitch cards get reshuffled in a different order. You as a searcher, you can go ahead and filter out whatever you're looking for. So if you want just companies with a specific rating or something like that, then you can filter that out. However, Pitch 59 is completely unbiased. No company can pay more than another company to get ranked up higher.
I love it. It makes all the sense in the world. And really, it's using the pitch cards to get the word out. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. If I go on Pitch 59 and I meet a potential customer, maybe I just go on my Pitch 59 app and I send them a quick email or a quick text, or I share a link with them over a cup of coffee where I meet them at the coffee shop. So there's so many ways that you can use Pitch 59 that makes all the sense in the world. The entrepreneurial story is amazing, where you took yourself back, Jeff, to the door-to-door sales. And you reminded yourself that, man, if I could do something through technology to emulate the door-to-door sales, where I always close the deal because they got to see me, they got to feel me, they got to touch me, they got to know me, they learn more about my character than just having a basic old directory listing online. That's how you came up with the idea, and it's really, really awesome. Now, the other thing that we want to touch on that I really loved about the system, I love the fact that the leads are verified leads. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. So if somebody clicks on the contact button, they can choose several different options. But if they request that you contact them, it'll have their name, phone number, and email there. And we verify everybody that creates a Pitch 59 account with an OTP code through their phone number. And so we don't want any robots. We don't want any fake people. We also, if you want to leave a video review on somebody's pitch card, you have to do it in person. There's no way to leave an anonymous written review. You have to do it in person. And there are plenty of other platforms out there. If you want to leave an anonymous review, you can do it on any other platform. Pitch 59, though, it's a human, real, authentic human experience. And so we ask everybody to do everything in person on Pitch 59.
See, that's just a great idea, because so many people with these reviews, they can do it anonymously. The algorithms still are not fantastic on these review sites. Some get through. They could be competitors or someone that's jealous of your business, right, or someone that just is trying to harm you. In this particular case, these are real people, and they have to be a real human. And what's brilliant about the platform, Jeff, from what we saw, is that you don't have to go anywhere else to do the video. You can go right on the platform. You can use the video system. You can actually put a screen in there that is a teleprompter screen, if you will, which is absolutely remarkable. And the reviews that you have are absolutely incredible. I mean, so many people, Jeff, have been loving the pitch card because they're able to show the human side of themselves.
Yeah.
And it's very fun to watch the pitch cards as well. That it kind of gets a little bit addicting, because you see all these young entrepreneurs and older entrepreneurs and middle-aged entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs that are sharing their story. And sometimes the stories don't even have to do with really their business. So you can see a guy who's an exterminator, but maybe he's out fishing and he's saying, hey, I'm an exterminator and I'm going to take great care of you. And I'm out here fishing on my day off. And it's sort of like you say to yourself, wow, this is a good guy. This is a guy that I wouldn't mind coming into my home, to do my extermination. Was that the entire idea behind it?
So many, we tell everybody when they create their pitch card, don't focus on what you do. Focus on who you are as a human being. As a door-to-door salesman, I learned this very clearly, that people love to hire people they know, like, and trust. And you don't get to know that just by saying your same old elevator pitch that you always say. Let people get to know you. And when I was on the doors, it was really easy to say, I'm from Idaho. I grew up on a farm, and I grew up in a small town, and I worked on farms when I was growing up. And anyway, there's so much that connects. So if you love to fly fish, then mention that you love to fly fish, because people rely on nonverbal and metaverbal communication to make their decisions. And if they see that you love to fly fish and they like to fly fish, then there's a good chance that you like the outdoors and you're probably pretty down to earth. And there's so many things that they'll determine based on the things that you show in your pitch. And so we encourage everybody to don't just make this I sell insurance, or I'm a doctor, or I'm a this. Say, this is who I am as a human being, and this is what I do.
I love it, Jeff. It makes all the sense in the world. It really does. And when I think about my home, and I think about my wife, and let's say I have an air conditioning problem. Let's say I have an air conditioning system that's not working correctly. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona, so that would be a major challenge, with it being 120 degrees in the summertime. So I go on and take a look at the pitch cards, at Pitch 59. And I see an air conditioning expert who's got great video reviews, but also maybe on his pitch card, he shows me his family. Yeah. I can see his wife and his dog and his kids, and he's loving them and all that kind of stuff. And I'm saying to myself, I have to go run and do some work, and my wife's going to be home alone. Who do I want coming really into my home to do my air conditioning? It's going to be this guy who I could see. He's a family man. I love the fact that he's, ingratiating, loves his kids. He's got a dog. That's the type of thing that really comes across at Pitch 59, isn't it?
It is. And for the search side of it, you got to be patient. We're a brand new company. We just launched a couple of months ago. And so we're getting pitch cards on as quickly as we can. But for the search side of it, be patient with that. That's coming throughout different areas. We've now got pitch cards in 14 different states. But the search side is kind of secondary to the networking referral side. The way that everybody's using these pitch cards right now is if you have a pitch card, you're sending your pitch card out to your clients and just asking them to send it to their neighbors or put it on their Facebook page or LinkedIn page and just share you out. And like I said before, nobody else has to have the app or an account in order to use these pitch cards. If you want to pocket pitch cards, that's where you got to create your free account or download the free app. But I would encourage everybody, just download the free app, create your free account, and then you can go through and search pitch cards. You can put them in your pockets. You can create pockets. You can share pockets. You can do everything with this new platform. And it's really fun. Like you said, it's just a cool platform to go through and watch people's pitches, even if you don't want to do anything else. But you may find that there's somebody out there that you really resonate with and that you need their service. And so you can feel free to contact them or flip them over and just chat with them on the back of their pitch card.
I love it, Jeff. We've said it all. You've explained it. You screen shared it. It just is amazing. Anybody that wants to check it out, just go to your app store, download the app. I did it, and it's just so simple. I mean, Jeff has made it so easy. His team has made it so simple, so much fun, so engaging, and so powerful, especially for small to medium-sized businesses. Now, Jeff, let's turn the conversation to entrepreneurship, because here we are. You've got a startup, Pitch 59. It's a tremendous idea. And obviously, as all entrepreneurs, once in a while, we're going to hit some roadblocks along the way. So as a startup founder, maybe you could talk to other startup founders, people that maybe are thinking about having a startup, and even more experienced entrepreneurs. And maybe you could share a little bit about the journey in regards to hitting obstacles. So when you've hit an obstacle, or you've had a pothole in the road or a roadblock that comes up, what's the mentality of Jeff Bitton, the CEO of Pitch 59, on how to get through those obstacles?
Well, that's a good question. So I would say I did a research paper in college about what the difference was between really successful entrepreneurs and just people that never really achieved a great amount of success in life. And the underlying factor was perseverance and determination. And so we've been working on this for 2.5 years, and we just barely launched about 2 months ago. I've had to go out and raise just under $1 million from friends and family to get Pitch 59 built. And this came at a really difficult time for us when one of our companies was really struggling. And so we didn't have a lot of extra money to throw at this. And so we've just had to put in the blood, sweat, and tears to make it happen. But when we still have issues or problems that come up, we try to take a back seat and say, okay, what do I want as a consumer? What experience would I want as a consumer? That's why our app is super easy. If you go onto the app and start playing with it, you just swipe up to share pitch cards, you just swipe down and put them in pockets. It's very simple, very easy to understand. We don't care if you're a 5-year-old or a 95-year-old, you're going to be able to understand how to use Pitch 59. And we wanted that because I don't like to spend a lot of my time trying to figure out how to use another tool that I need to use. There's so many different software tools out there. It needs to be quick and simple so that I can just jump on it and do what I need to do. But at the end of the day, if you always look at your product or your company or service as a consumer, rather than just the idea or the brain that created it, you'll find that your consumers will have a lot better experience with it as well. So I don't know if that really answered your question.
Jeff, I love it so much. It makes all the sense in the world. Pitch 59, the super hot startup. It's really interesting. I'm going to go back on immediately after the interview, and I'm going to start watching some more of the videos because they're just so engaging, and it's so fun to watch people in their natural element talk about their business, talk about who they are, and it makes all the sense in the world. And of course, I'm going to get my pitch cards going on Pitch 59 because it's amazing. So Jeff, this has been just a great interview. I love getting entrepreneurs on in the startup phase like you, and I happen to get you on, which is really very fascinating indeed because of the number of months you've been going and sort of the trajectory of what's happening at Pitch 59. It's becoming hot. So I'm getting you early. I don't know if I'll be able to get you on the show in another year or two, but Jeff, I want to thank you so much for coming on the .com magazine Entrepreneur Spotlight Series. You know, this has been very engaging, very interesting. And the way I look at it, when an entrepreneur is going to watch this show, it's almost like getting a Harvard MBA from a fellow entrepreneur, because when you go to school, they try and teach entrepreneurship in the classroom, but here you are, you're on the front lines, you're on the ground, your feet are planted firmly on the ground, you've got a great team around you, and you're doing it the old-fashioned way. You're doing it because you learned something as a door-to-door salesman, you saw a big problem, you're fixing the problem, you had an aha moment, and then you engaged, and here we are a few months later, and all of a sudden, people are talking about Pitch 59. So Jeff, thank you so much for coming on the Entrepreneur Spotlight Series today.
Thank you so much, Andy. Really enjoyed it.